On the surface, the O'Hearn School in Dorchester doesn't seem all that different from any other public school. But take a closer look. This school is held up as a model, not only in the city of Boston, but in the state and country for the way it runs its special education program. As Principal Bill Henderson sees it, there is no special education program at O'Hearn. There is an educational program for all students, benefiting students of all abilities and disabilities. At O'Hearn, close to 1/3 of all students are on a special ed plan, and half are identified as low income. Students with autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, and significant developmental delays are in the same class as their non-disabled peers. Test scores are among the highest in the city, and the school is held up as a model by educators and advocates. The school is close to home proof that while money talks, it doesn't dictate. There are many more ingredients to creating an enriching environment for special ed and regular ed students. Inclusion, also known as mainstreaming, means bringing special ed students into the regular classroom to the maximum extent possible. It is not only the educational gold standard, but also the law. When you're talking inclusion, you're not just talking about meeting the needs of students with disabilities.
Absolutely. Our mission statement here is to help every child learn and succeed at high levels. And majority of the students at the O'Hearn School don't have a disability. There are 33% of the kids who do. We want every child to shine, to improve, and we have a lot of children here in this school who are doing quite well.
Gee, why not point to that?
Nice.
See how you found it? See how easy that was to find it?
Come on, you gotta look. Look what you're doing. Look.
Keep going, it's okay.
What was that? What was that?
Very good. Boys and girls, I heard some people very successful on that one. I do still see some people searching around.
And what makes it work here?
And education is complex, teaching is complex. It's like relationships and families, and there is no simple magic. Clearly having skillful staff, dedicated, skillful, competent staff is critical, supportive family. And I always say there are three kind of exemplars, hallmarks of inclusion that are important.
Good job, Charlie.
But we're starting with a program through ABA.
Okay.
Just in terms of getting him to kind of build up his skills.
Okay.
So we're starting off just with things he can do and reinforcing them so that we can gradually get him to do more and more.
6 equals 12. Let's
To get to the 30, you have to get all the way to the 30. 30, count again. 21.
You guys having fun? Yeah. What would you say is the range of abilities in any given classroom?
Well, it's from low to extremely high. We have a student who's reading right now on the end of 4th grade level, and she's beginning 3rd grade. Then we have, for instance, a visually impaired student who's very low, who's reading like on a 1st grade level. For Nori, who is visually impaired, so we have to either make things enlarged, and work with him on adapting that to all the curriculum to make things larger for him to see the print. And for instance, for Faith, who has Down syndrome, and has some cognition delays, we can adapt it for her level. But we can also, for students who are so higher level thinking, because we have a wide range in our classroom, we have to challenge those students also. So we adapt the curriculum to, give challenging questions, make them, have critical thinking ideas and all of that.
You basically got your book on your computer here, huh? That's pretty neat. And what is it, how do you do it on the computer? Can you show me a little bit about how it works?
You start off, you press read, and then it just reads on the book.
Oh. And so that cursor is following along as you're reading, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's showing you the words.
Yeah.
And are you listening to them also?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you like doing it this way better than with a book in your hand?
I like that
Why do you like it better?
because it's funner, I think,
Yeah,
to do it that way.
yeah. And do you feel like it sometimes makes it easier to read a little bit?
Yeah.
Does it take more attention or more resources, or is it just looking at things in a different way and trying to make sure you can accommodate different needs and different approaches?
Well, it's actually, it can be both. You have to make sure that you're teaching the standards, you're following the standards and the curriculum of the grade level. And then it's adapting all of the materials, adapting that curriculum to make sure that the kids that aren't accessing it through normal channels can access it.
Important is there has to be a high level of collaboration, a willingness of all the adults and children to help each other, to help everyone do their best. We have multiple adults in every classroom, and people have different roles and responsibilities. A general ed teacher, especially, could be a para assigned to one kid who work with lots of kids. They're therapists, specialists, consultants, volunteers. Figuring out a way and orchestrating that everybody is working together, collaborating to figure out, ultimately it comes to the commitment and the time to figure out the best strategies to help each child learn and succeed. So it brings excitement and vibrancy to the curriculum, which is necessary for kids with disabilities, but is also very helpful and motivational for kids who don't have disabilities.
I noticed also it went down to the student level when Mary was sorting, and she was successful in that, and the whole class erupted into clapping.
Children are the heart of what the O'Hearn is about, and so our mission, our commitments have to be felt, internalized, supported, heralded by the children themselves.
Good job, Charlie. Good job. Finish?